All right, Brandon. So, Puppet Master 2, credits are rolling. Your thoughts?
It was definitely better than the first film. The score was a little bit better, I think. Maybe it was the same recycled. I don't know, but it was better. Uh, it still wasn't very good, but I mean it was better than the first film. The some of the motivators that from the characters didn't make a lot of sense. Like the main character, her brother was killed, and then 30 minutes later, it's like she doesn't even care.
Yeah, like the next scene,
The next scene, she's
I didn't
she's
care.
okay. I didn't care. Well, if she doesn't care, then we don't care.
Maybe if they didn't make it her brother,
It would have been better.
a little more believable. But they just keep going on with their investigation.
The kid getting burned was cool, but I would
The
like,
old bitch.
yeah, that was cool.
Well, we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 kills in this one.
Up the
Step it
count.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hick woman, the Kathy Bates look-alike,
Yeah.
and the Hick guy.
Yeah,
Because the
it's-
puppets are trying to get the brain.
yeah, and they got animal brain instead because they burned hers. That's typical of these film directors. Think, oh well, Southern people and hillbilly people are expendable, so just kill them. Yeah, that's real nice.
I agree.
I'm offended by that
Right.
as a Southern person.
They weren't Southern.
We're
They
easy
lived in
kills.
Bodega Bay. They were just rednecks.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it kind of suffered going back to the same location, but they were,
Screen wipes. We did have screen wipes
in the
this one.
beginning.
Good.
Beginning, they
They
stopped
ran out of
using
money
them.
for them.
I don't know. I'm feeling okay. I still got a little bit of a headache, but it's it was all right. It looked different. That we talked about during watching it. It looked like it was like PAL or something. I don't know. It looked like PAL frames per second.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, you were saying that, we thought it was an older film stock.
Yeah,
The
to
first
me
film.
it looked like that. And they may have used an older film stock. If you'd shown someone this movie and said that it was made in like 1990 or 91, there's no way they would believe it. It looks like it was made in 1980, which is probably to do with the film stock. And I think it was purposefully shot soft also. Plus, we're probably looking at it from either a beta or a quarter-inch transfer of the film put on DVD. So it's going to look a little even softer that way. But I've always been a fan of this one. I kind of like the girl that's in it, the main girl. I like redheads, so I like her. And I like the Andre Toulon with his Michael Jackson bad outfit and his beat 'em up gloves. Torch is one of my favorite puppets, so it was cool. This is his first one, and he does, I think, the best kills because he kills people who are. It's almost like they just created kills for him to do outside of the house. So
Yeah.
unlike the first one, we do get to go outside of the house a little bit. That was fun. I like the atmosphere. I don't know. I don't like the psychics in the first one. So I
Yeah.
was glad they were gone.
That was kind of stupid, yeah.
This didn't really have that. It's a little slow in the middle, but we're gonna have to pause this menu because there's people screaming on it. It's horrible. But the first one I've probably seen. That was probably my fourth time to see it, and this one is I know the third time I've seen this, and probably the next one will be the second time I've seen that. All the others I've only seen once. So to me, it's just getting kind of difficult because I have seen these movies multiple times, and really once or twice is enough, I guess, or you need a long span of time between them.
Yeah.
But I think the first time I ever watched all these through, this one always stood out to me as the one I like the best.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not a good premonition for what's coming.
I thought it was a nice touch for the flashback scene to Egypt.
Yeah.
How that the children that were to be Egyptian were just they put dirt on their face or they put makeup on them to make them look
Dark
not
makeup.
nice. That was terrible.
They were obviously white with dark makeup on their
One
face.
kid just looked like he had dirt on him.
Coffee grounds on his face. Yeah, I think that scene may have inspired them to go where they're going in the third one.
That's what I liked about the end of this one. It shows kind of a premonition for a change in location because they're at the hotel.
Yeah, the third one they may have got a bigger budget on. I think y'all enjoy it. To me, I think the best kill in this one is the slash from Blade
Yeah.
when they
Yeah.
do the stop motion animation. I've always liked that. That's probably been my favorite
Yeah,
standout.
he
moment.
jumps off the bed too.
It jumps off the bed on the ground all in one motion, and he's like waving that knife.
I know it's a very tedious, expensive process. I wish they would do a little more of that
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, I think
because the puppets do look cool when they do a stop motion.
people may disagree with me completely, but I know that's stop motion animation, but it still looks cooler to me than CG because
Exactly.
it's that was on a piece of film. It's more of the wonderment of seeing it in motion and enjoying the stop motion than just knowing someone used the computer. That's never going to satisfy me like this stuff satisfies me. And this is low budget, not even that great, and I still like that. That scene's always stood out to me as being really cool. We got little nudity in this one, just one. There's just one bit of nudity.
About an hour.
An hour and 2 minutes
Two
in
minutes
for all
into
you
it.
people looking just for the nudity. I wouldn't get these movies if you were looking for nudity. They're not. There's a lot of it in it.
Well, I think once again with this one we see the that the villain turns his back onto
Puppets.
the puppets.
Yeah, that's
And they kill him.
the puppets are the most likable characters.
Again,
Again, no, I guess that's the premise for. The
I
movies.
think it's what drives them.
It's kind of make the puppets interesting. I mean, there's not they're pretty much one dimensional, but I mean, they're the characters you root for. You're gonna root for. Hey, they have little personalities about each one. But yeah, it's the same thing here. The humans are not interesting.
No. That one guy fought every puppet. It seemed like he fought every puppet. They burned up his bed and he got away. Then he got, and it was sort of the same thing. Like we watched the Video Zone. If you don't know what those are, they're like these little behind the scenes things that are included on the DVD that came out on the VHS. So they were made back then. They're not recent. And Charles Band was talking about how scary inanimate little objects are when they come to life, and he's wrong. They're not scary at all. No one's ever been scared by this. Maybe the idea of it is scary, but they look so flimsy. You could sling them out the window.
Maybe scary to a child.
Yeah, I think to a child they would be, but
These movies aren't rated G.
They're not rated appropriately for children.
Children aren't gonna see.
no.
these.
But I think that's the great thing about the '90s, though, that I'd like to talk about is like you would have seen these when you were kids, and
Yeah.
my brother, I think, saw this movie and detailed it to me, and it did scare me. The thing he was telling me about, where a kid got burned when he was whipping that torch and he gets burnt up. In my mind, I created this entire scenario of that kid burning and rolling. They don't even show him get burned at all. But as a kid, I imagined his face melting off, and that was kind of scary to me. But that was what was fun about the '90s, is that you could get a hold of this kind of stuff and rent it, and nowadays everybody's
and make DVD marathons out of it.
make DVD marathons out of it. We're 2 movies down, and I got to be honest.
It's 2:00.
It's 2:00.
I'm hungry.
We're screwed. This is going to be hard. I'm feeling it. I'm already getting tired of these dumb puppets.
We'll leave it at that, and we'll go ahead and start the next one.